What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. You know it's about Anime King, and today I'm going to be doing part 19 of What If Naruto was taken by the Raikage. Get this one to 300 likes as usual. Comment down below and tell me what you think of this episode, and if you're new, just take 5 seconds out of your time to click that subscribe button guys. It's not gonna cost you a dime. Click that subscribe button and switch across to the playlist. Check out from part 1. Trust me, you're gonna love this series. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Start playing the intro. The last time we left off, the village was attacked by the sand and the sound. Orochimaru has revealed himself to be the Kazekage as he stood in front of B and the third Hokage who had on his battle armor, and B told the third Hokage that he's going to back him up, while Naruto headed off to go after the Shikaku. We start with Orochimaru as he looked on them and said, "How convenient, I get to kill 2 of my enemies in one day." With a snap of his fingers, the 4 who accompanied him, that's the Sound 4, created a barrier around Orochimaru. The barrier took up a huge section of the building that they were on. We wouldn't want any distraction now, wouldn't we? Kimimaro, take off that ridiculous disguise. As everyone turned around to see, the bodyguard for the Kazekage, who was Orochimaru, ripped up the clothing that was on him to reveal his underclothing and bones sticking out of him. It was Kimimaro. "Kimimaro, take care of the 8-tailed Jinchuriki," said Orochimaru. "I will handle the old man." Orochimaru spat a sword out of his mouth and pointed at the third. "Yes sir," said Kimimaro. In an unbelievable supernatural speed, Kimimaro appeared in front of B, ready to cut him down with an upper head slice. B was just barely able to block it. Kimimaro caught him off guard. With a devastating roundhouse kick, Kimimaro sent B flying. He jumped after him and the two began to clash their blades. Meanwhile, Sarutobi has his hand full with Orochimaru. Summoning Jutsu, the third Hokage bit his thumb and summoned the Monkey King Emba. Orochimaru, the Monkey King, growled when he lay his eyes on the traitorous Orochimaru. "Enma, will you aid me in this fight?" said the third. "Of course, Sarutobi." Enma transformed into a great staff, and the third and Orochimaru began to clash their weapons. Meanwhile, the stance has broken out into a full-on war zone. The shinobis who hadn't been affected by the genjutsu are being attacked by Orochimaru's agents, who had infiltrated the arena disguised as civilians. "Just like old times, huh, Kakashi?" Guy said, with his back-to-back with his old friend. "Not entirely like old times," Kakashi casually remarked as he watched Sasuke and Lee work together to take down an enemy. "It's like looking into the past, isn't it?" said Guy. "A little," said Kakashi. Those two still had a lot to learn. While all this fighting was going on, the remaining contenders in the exam met up with the proctor. "Mr. Genma, what is going on?" Ino asked. "It looks like someone used the exam as a way to stage an invasion. We had to assume that the sand and the cloud is a part of this," said Genma. "Their contestants all ran away from the sand and the clouds as soon as the invasion started. So, they're probably the one behind this, those two nations." "I'm giving you all a mission," said Genma. "Follow the 2 Sand Ninja and the Cloud Ninja." Genma is speaking of Gaara and Naruto being the Cloud Ninja. "If you guys can bring them back alive for questioning, that would be good." otherwise, then terminate them. Understood, sir. Ino grabbed Shikamaru by the collar and ran off. Hinata stood for a second as she think that Naruto cannot be the one behind this. She then chased after the two. Around this time, Kyaru and Yujito was meeting up with Iruka and Amoy. Something has happened. The arena has turned into a damn war zone. There are Sound and Sand Ninja everywhere, attacking everything that moves. Iruka briefed Yujito and Kyaru of the situation. What is going on right now? Kyaru, Amoy, stay close to me and Iruka. We're going to find Naruto and meet up with Lord B. He should be with the Hokage. With Temari. As soon as she could hear the loud sound of fighting outside in the arena, forced her weak body to open up the scroll that Baki had given to her. Suddenly, a huge mole with sunglasses and a green hat was standing right beside her bed, reporting as requested. My orders are to extract the Lord Kazekage's daughter. Are you the Lord Kazekage daughter? Temari nodded as she was scooped up in large arms of the mole summoning. There is no need to be afraid. I am one of the strongest of the mole summonings. The mole jumped through the window and took off with Temari. Outside of the village. It's time. Begin the summoning. A random sand ninja ordered to his team. There was a huge explosion of smoke and suddenly several giant snakes appeared. As they were summoned, they took off to the village. The sand ninjas and his subordinates followed after the giant snakes as they took their way to the Leaf village. When the group of snakes reached the village, they smashed through the walls and began to tear up the town. But they didn't get the chance to do much damage because they were assaulted from the air by a giant toad. The leaping toad landed on one of the snakes and completely crushed his body. It looks like Sensei was right to put me on guard duty today, Jiraiya said out loud, to no one in particular. Small flashback. What do you mean you want me out patrolling the village today? It is a day Naruto fights in the arena, Jiraiya said to the Hokage. The two sitting in the Hokage's office early in the morning discussing the attack on their village that could happen. I'm sorry Jiraiya, I know you wish to see Naruto fight, but I have a tearing feeling about today. Something is just bugging me. It will put my mind at ease to know that you are outside of the village instead of being in the arena like everyone. So if you are out there, you can stop anyone that tried to get past you. Jiraiya was telling that his sensei was being serious, so he decided to listen. Fine then, I will take up guard duty, said Jiraiya. End of flashback. Jiraiya was on top of the giant toad. Hey, give me a few minutes, I have to do something, said Jiraiya as he tapped the toad on his head and he jumped off. Jiraiya then went over to a corner and flashed some hand signs as he was doing another summoning. Toad he summoned was around human height. As the toad said, postal summoning. What do you need deliver, boss? I need you to take something to the newest toad summoner, Naruto. Oh, that blonde kid, I met him already. He summoned me on accident a few weeks ago. Good, that mean you know his chakra. Yeah, sure, that crazy kid chakra signature, I will know it anywhere. Then it should be easy for you to find him and bring him this. Jiraiya began to pat his stomach. It is time for you to come out now, he said. Wake up. Suddenly Jiraiya's face turned white, pale, as he looked very sick. He then vomited out a toad that didn't look very happy to see him. Jiraiya took a few moments to compose himself before speaking. It is time for the boy to unlock his full power. The village is under attack and he may need it to survive. The postal toad will bring you to him. Oh, praise the gods, the toad said. I don't have to live in your filthy stomach anymore. The scroll toad jumped into the postal toad mouth and the two took off in an incredible speed. Once they were gone, Jiraiya turned his attention back to the boss toad, who was doing very well in his fight against the snakes. "Don't worry, I am coming," said Jiraiya. He was rushing to the boss Toad, but he was suddenly cut off by a group of sand and sound ninja in his way. "Do you really think that you band of fools have a chance against me?" Another group of sand and sound sand ninja came from behind and boxed Jiraiya in. He was surrounded. "Bring 100 more men and you may actually stand a chance," Jiraiya said, feeling very confident in his strength and overall power. Before anyone could attack, a squad of Leaf Ninja appeared right in front of Jiraiya using the body flicker jutsu. "It's been a long time, Jiraiya," said the leader of the squad. Jiraiya looked up and said, "Oh, Aibaki, I haven't seen you since you got promoted to the torture division." "Oh, and what's this? It's that little Anko? My, you grew into quite a beauty." "Go screw yourself," Anko said loudly. "What did I do?" Before Anko could respond, Aibaki cut her off and said, "You two should focus on the fight ahead, and you can quarrel when the fight is over." They nodded as they turned to the enemies that surrounded them. Around this time, a group of Anbu arrived and tried to break the barrier that the Hokage was trapped in. The Anbu stood outside the barrier. "This is impossible, we can't get in," one of them said. "This barrier was created by the second Hokage himself. We cannot break it," the leader of the Anbu said to his subordinates. This is what the Anbu has been reduced to? A bunch of quitters? The Anbu members turn around to see two teenage girls behind them. "What are you two civilians doing here?" "We're not civilians." The two dispelled their transformation and stood in front of the Anbu. "Lady Tsunade," the leader of the Anbu said, as he got on his knees and bowed. The rest of them started to follow him. "Do not bow to me just because I'm a Sannin. I'm not an arrogant ass like Jiraiya or Orochimaru." "Lady Tsunade, may I ask, what exactly are you doing here?" The leader stood up. "I was here to watch the fight, but I am not the only Sannin who was interested in the Chunin exam." Tsunade cracked her knuckles as she looked up at Orochimaru. "You are right about one thing," she said. "That barrier was designed by the second Hokage. It is not impossible to break though. If you disturb one of the 4 ninjas who are keeping at the barrier, the whole thing fell to the ground." "How are we supposed to do that when they are inside the barrier?" "Simple. They are standing on the roof of a building. What do you think will happen if they didn't have a roof to stand on? Take their footing out from under them and they will be unable to maintain the barrier." "Get some exploding tags and destroy the building support," said the leader of the Anbu. "Yes, sir." The Anbus jumped away to set Tsunade's plan in action. Lady Tsunade?" "Yes, Shizune. Is destroying the building really necessary? Couldn't we just go inside the building and blow a hole in the ceiling and go through the barrier?" "Yes, but then we wouldn't get to see a kick-ass explosion now, wouldn't we?" Inside the barrier, Orochimaru was done toying with the Hokage. "It's time for me to finish this," said Orochimaru as he flashed through hand signs ready to prepare his jutsu. A jutsu that the third Hokage knew all too well. No, the third threw some kunai and performed the Kate Bunjin jutsu to stop Orochimaru from performing the forbidden jutsu that he was about to do. Meanwhile, Yujito Keru, Iruka, and Amoy was searching for Naruto. Iruka then saw one of his fellows academy teachers out of the corner of his eyes. "I think I just saw a friend of mine." "I'll be right back," Iruka said to the group. "I just have to check up on something." As Iruka took off, "Be careful," Yujito yelled, obviously worried for her lover. When Iruka turned the corner, he was almost killed by the wave of shurikens coming towards him. "Mizuki, it's me, Iruka." "I know," Mizuki yelled as he took out a kunai and attacked Iruka. "Mizuki, why?" Iruka took out a kunai and blocked Mizuki. "Why not? Orochimaru is going to destroy the village today anyway. I'm just being smart and playing on the winning team. Traitor! The two clashed their kunais. With Naruto. Naruto was finally catching up with Kankuro and Gaara. They were in his sight and he was gaining on them really fast. Damn it, that blonde idiot is behind us, Kankuro thought. Gaara, I'm going to stay behind and stall this guy. You keep going a little farther ahead and then you began the transformation, okay? Gaara didn't answer, he just kept going. Kankuro turned around to face off against Naruto, but he was surprised when Naruto simply blew past him, not even giving him a passing glance. Kankuro turned and tried to chase after Naruto, but he suddenly felt himself unable to move. I caught one of them, said Shikamaru as he was perching on a nearby tree. He had successfully captured Kankuro. Ino and Hinata was trying to interrogate him. Why did you leave the arena? What's your part in the evasion plan? Come on, talk! Ino yelled at the paralyzed enemy. Piss off, Blondie, Kankuro replied. Hinata, do me a favor and seal this guy chakra network so he cannot move. I am getting tired of holding this jutsu, Shikamaru said. Hinata nodded and performed the 8 trigram 64 palms on Kankuro. Shikamaru relieved his shadow possession jutsu and Kankuro fell on his back. Thank you, Hinata. Shikamaru walked up to Kankuro and began to talk to him. Going to tell us what we want to know. If you don't, I will let Ino go to town on you. That girl you beat in the preliminaries was her best friend. She's been wanting payback since what you've done. Do your worst. Anything you do won't be as bad what Gaara will do to me if I talk. Ino is a Yamanaka, you know. She can just rip the information out of your mind. She is not very experienced in that technique though, said Shikamaru with a smile on his face. There is no telling what kind of damage she can do to your mind, even turning you retarded. Kankuro looked as if he was weighing his options before he spoke again. Fine, I will talk. You three are going to be dead soon anyway. The Sand Village was approached by the S-rank criminal Orochimaru. He is the leader of the Sound Ninja. He asked for our help in destroying the Leaf Village, and we agreed, of course. Did he pay you guys? Are you doing this out of hate for our village? Both. It is no secret that the Sand Village has always been the poorest village out of the 5 great ninja villages. We've been not getting many missions. The Lord of the Land of the Wind has been sending his work to the Leaf instead of us. Our economies was in shambles until Orochimaru come up with enough money to keep our village in good shape. Okay, why did you and the other 2 run off when the evasion started? My job was to protect Gaara while he prepared the jutsu that was supposed to finish off your village. I have no idea why the blonde idiot is chasing us. Wait, so that Cloud Ninja isn't on your side? No, of course not. Hinata let a sigh of relief as she found out that Naruto wasn't in all of this. I think that's enough info out of this guy. We will tie him up and go after the other 2. If the Cloud Ninja prove to be on our side, then we will join forces with them. Shikamaru barked out orders like a leader. He has a name, Hinata spoke up. What? Said Shikamaru. His name is Naruto. Would you like me to call you Lazy Nara instead of calling you Shikamaru? Fine then, if Naruto proved to be on our side, then we will join forces with him. Happy now? Said Shikamaru. I will be happy when this is all over. Hinata jumped away, along with Ino and Shikamaru. After tying up Kankuro, Kankuro was left all alone and wasn't able to move. Back at the arena, Orochimaru finally finished his hand signs and 2 coffins appeared. They blocked the Shadow Shuriken Jutsu that the 3rd had sent towards him. A 3rd coffin appeared, but it quickly disappeared. Oh, I guess my theory was correct. The 3rd one didn't work, Orochimaru said to himself. Orochimaru, the depths of your twisted mind never cease to amaze me, going as far as reviving the dead to fight for you. Oh, these aren't just any dead ninja. You should be thanking me. I will give you another chance to speak to your old teacher, said Orochimaru as he glared at the third Hokage. The coffins opened and revealed the first and the second Hokage. No, the third Hokage yelled, and as he yelled, there was a huge explosion that shook the building. The whole structure began to collapse. Kimimaro and B stopped the fight and rushed to their respective partners. B grabbed the third and formed some of the Eight-Tails tentacles around him as a shield. Kimimaro did the same for Orochimaru, but using his bones as shield. What did I tell you, Shizune? Kick-ass explosion, said Lady Snotty. I hope the third didn't get hurt by that, said Shizune. The third can handle a simple little explosion. They don't call him the god of shinobi for nothing, you know? They rushed to the third Hokage as his shape was making out in the dust cloud. Sensei, she said. Tsunade? The old man was taken aback by the arrival of his third student. Damn. Killer B was taken aback for a different complete reason. God damn it, B. Drool over the woman's chest later. The Eight-Tail was not into the mood to deal with B pervert persona. What? Look at those things, man. They're bigger than our freaking head. Focus, B. The bone guy is back. B turned around this exact right time to block an attack from Kimimaro, who was trying to sneak up on him. Smoke finally cleared and everyone saw Orochimaru was in pure rage as the body was missing that he summoned earlier and the coffins were destroyed. 3 of the 4 ninjas that came with him appeared next to him. Where is Teiwaya? He screamed. I saw her run off with a storage scroll in her hand. I should have killed her years ago if it wasn't for her bloodline, said Orochimaru in pure rage as he then heard Tsunade call out to him. Tsunade, I already have a lot on my plate. I cannot deal with you now, he said in pure anger. I heard what you did, she said, long time ago with Naruto. People who hurt children are pure scum, she said as she clenched her fist. As she then thought about her little brother when he was just born, she then moved in an incredible speed and punched Orochimaru straight in his gut. He was caught completely off guard and he was surprised. He was sent flying across the building with the distraught ruins as Tsunade was following after him. The sound tree couldn't even move as they wasn't expecting it. They was caught completely off guard too. Orochimaru's 3 subordinates were then surrounded by the third Hokage and the Anbu. Sound Tree, knowing that they were going to be quickly overwhelmed, they turned to each other. It's time, boys, they said, for a full power curse mark seal as they began to transform. With Naruto was finally closing on Gaara as Gaara was sitting in a field completely empty as Naruto jumped down and saw Gaara saying words to himself like he was mad or something. A sand was pouring out of his girth on his back and surrounded him in a spear. Naruto was too late to stop the spear from completely surrounding Gaara and close. Naruto punched the spear hoping it will break, but the sand was powerful. He backed off to think of a plan. He turned around just in time to see the arrival of Ino, Shikamaru and Hinata, and then the spear started to be cracked. As you can clearly see, a yellow eye with a shuriken inside. But guys, I'm gonna end this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on bell notifications to stay posted. But I'm off now, guys. Peace.